I can't hear anything.
Woo, baby! Welcome to the Saturday Night Pregame Podcast.
A real solid start off. Pat Lynch with I Can't Hear Anything, me playing the wrong song because I was laughing at Pat. So we got a real good one going.
Now I can hear everything.
That's what I like too.
Oh, you turn mine down.
Here.
Holy crap, it's loud.
Oh yeah, boys and girls. We're here on a beautiful Saturday night. We are one man down. We don't need that chair today, Patrick. Okay. I just called you Chris, Pat. Let me get in here, goddammit.
You get in there.
It's like
All right, how we doing, Chris? How you feeling? Energy in the house. We got Energy City Brewing. Peter McGraw coming in with the energy. We got tons to talk about. We got a Nickel Moon contest or concert. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
And we got our best. We got an audience today, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Let's go.
I forgot what the highlight of my day was. Pat, what was it?
Oh, come on, Chris. You know what the highlight of your day was.
It's pickleball, baby.
Yes, it was pickleball. I forgot.
You're better than that. It's not even that good, I guess, then, huh?
This whole entire weekend is.
Hey, cheers to another Saturday night. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here on a beautiful Saturday night. I got Chris McGraw on the ones and the twos. Pat's here like COVID. We just can't get rid of him. Yeah, boys.
Yeah, Pat's just a gift. Oh, wow, that is sweet. Oh,
Wow, that really is sweet. That's like pumpkin pie.
yeah.
Wow.
It's very sweet.
Ooh, that's nice.
I was not expecting that sweetness.
I like this. All right, let's see. We got Energy City Brewing.
Where's
and that's
Energy
about
City
it right
Brewing?
now.
Do you have any other what that's at?
And we got flavored
Is that a
beer
liquid?
liner style Weissen beer. Contains fruit. Inverted in swirl can before serving. Oh, invert. Wow, we didn't do that. Oh, well.
It says fruit added before fermentation of the can.
Our bistro beers have sourness served fresh from the kettle
for my
for a
ta-
bright and lively taste.
Dude, that is tremendous.
For my Tasca.
Absolutely tremendous. I don't know what you guys think, but I like it a lot.
Let me swirl it up because I can't invert it without
I
pouring
think
it
I think
everywhere.
I could do like one of these. I don't think I drink a lot of these.
No, yeah, this'll get you in the morning, I feel like.
It's good though. It's got. I mean, it's different. It's definitely like unique. As far as like the October ones, like this one, like
Hey, you know what we should do? Buy a whole crap ton of the pumpkin spice syrup from Dunkin' and Starbucks, mix it together, and then you know what we'll do? We'll pour it into the beer.
This is definitely like I can see that happening. Like this is definitely like, hey, we got that leftover shit. What do we do with it? Let's sell it to a brewing company. They'll make a pumpkin beer.
I could see that. You're right. Yeah, and because it probably takes a couple months to kind of get it going.
Yeah, if you swirl it up, you definitely get the sour taste.
Yeah.
Oh, is this swirl this out? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little different when you swirl it.
So I like to hear, boys. Chris, how we coming in on the ones and the twos there, buddy?
Pretty good. Pat said he was loud. I tried to turn his down.
I was my ears were.
I really did not check this at all. So we'll see how good
Yeah,
this is, ladies and
it's
gentlemen. I
good. I think
apologize if it's a bad. Last week we were almost spot on the word to mouth.
Almost.
But it was
So close.
I don't.
Did you do the clap thing? I didn't see the
Yes,
clap thing.
I don't. I have no idea what I'm doing
I mean,
wrong
this week
currently.
I didn't see the clap thing. I'm saying
I got it. Don't worry,
Yeah,
Pat. I got you, baby.
Peter started talking and then clapped.
it was hard because he was like screaming, telling you screaming in my ears.
It's not. Man, I don't know. I like this a lot. This goes on almost too easy.
I'm thinking about getting a glass. Pepsi, can you give me one of those red glasses over there?
Get him a solo cup.
Por favor.
Pepsi, we got to talk about that haircut someday.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. Why do they leave like a little island on the front of his dome?
Because he asked for that.
Pepsi, do you ask for the island? I need to take a picture. I got to show people so they know what we're looking at here.
Throw like hit that yellow target, Pepsi.
All right, boys.
Oh, it hit you in the hands.
It was trailing.
It hit you in the hands. You got to catch that,
This
baby.
ain't a football.
Okay. So, all right, boys. Let's get into this
Wow,
bad
look
boy,
at how
huh?
thick. It's like orange juice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could tell how thick it was when you look in the can.
This is crazy. What's the alcohol content on it, Chris? You think? Or is it on there?
Real thick at the end there. Oh, baby.
A lot of chunks.
6.5%.
Okay.
How's everybody's week? Pat, Chris, I kind of know, but let the people know. I know it was a little busy for you. Anything highlighted by us the pickleball?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Pat?
Top golf.
Top golf was nice. Ladies and gentlemen, last night, the ladies are out this week. They're all at a bachelorette party. So the cat's out, the mice will play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the backup there.
We agreed with you.
Yeah.
You got a solid quality chime in there. What the hell's your problem?
What really sucks is
What really sucks is we don't have an extra button for a boo, so I could boo you right now.
while the mice are playing, the mice are handicapped by a tax deadline.
Yeah, and some putts signing us up for an 8:30 run tomorrow.
Yeah, it's not great. Had I known, I'm almost tempted to say No, because of Nico Moon.
Don't you mean you're doubling up the run? You guys are running 2 times?
Who's running 2 times?
Yeah, you're going to run as you, and then you're going to circle back and run as Joe Keneally. Right?
Hell no, Pepsi's running as Joe Keneally.
So in the city
you're
of Chicago,
you're going to circle back and run as Lauren then?
Hell no, that's Peter.
Or then you'll run back and run as Sarah.
Hell no, that's Pepsi. Pepsi's running as Joe, so Pepsi's got to run as Sarah. I only running once.
So let's let the people in. So one of the best runs in the city of Chicago is a 5K that runs through a kind of little. It's like a part of the city called Bucktown.
It runs through a neighborhood.
Yes,
called
thank you, Chris.
What
yeah.
you enjoy most about it, where it runs through? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, yes, because a little bit of that. It's usually a beautiful day, which seems like it's going to be an awesome day tomorrow. You get donuts at the end. It's it's not that crowded, so you can kind of get in. You can get your good pace going. Yeah, it's just a fun one, and it's like the last one of the year before it gets too cold. Usually do the hot chocolate, but hot chocolate is usually very cold, and that's another one. If you don't know, is you run in October. It's usually around Halloween.
It runs in the first weekend in November.
Okay, so end of October, November, Halloween.
First weekend in November.
It's Halloween. You stupid son of a.
This weekend, I guess. Huh?
No,
we're not this year now.
Yeah, I assume not. Well, that's gonna be a real rough run for you guys if you are.
Or we just don't drink as much.
Am I wedding?
Yeah, nobody's going from Oak Park down to.
I kind of feel like you're tempting me now, boys. But
yeah, go for it.
We are going, and then the big thing tonight is Nico Moon, which I'm super excited. If you've not heard Nico Moon, get out of the cave that you live in, get under the rock that you are currently living on, and just check it out.
Or just tune into country radio if that's probably interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know. He doesn't. Unfortunately, doesn't have a lot. I didn't hear one yet today for Nico, and I think just because he had two pretty popular songs,
I
and
heard
this
Jason
kind of
Aldean 3 times today.
Oh, that song's great.
on Sirius Radio or whatever it is, Sirius XM, the country station, the Highway, has played this new song by Zach Bryan. Literally, I heard it 4 times yesterday. And I was like, satellite radio is supposed to be different. Like, we're not supposed to hear these same songs over and over again.
They go in like loops, I feel like, on satellite radio. It's like you hear certain things that are like it's like a loop. Like if you listen to it for long enough, it's like a month they're like, hey, we're playing these 40 songs, and you'll hear them like over and over and over again.
Yeah. Chris, do me a favor, make sure Pat's coming in, yeah?
Okay, I'll keep an eye on his mic.
Yeah, thank you. You looking up them tittle bitties, huh?
Yeah,
This man comes on the podcast.
Somebody was super busy at work and forgot to do it.
It's all right. We're going to let it go.
Damn it, Pepsi, why'd you screw this up?
All right.
Pepsi was at work today.
Chris, do we want to... Well, since if we started with the Tiesto concert last week, you would...
Oh, I'd be all about it.
Unfortunately, but you're kind of looking for some tittle bitties.
I'm just trying to get to a spot where it doesn't send me to the future lines.
I thought it was awesome. Personally.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to just wing it when I get to it.
I appreciate that, buddy. So last week, the reason we didn't do a podcast was we did a Tiesto night. We went and saw Tiesto in Chicago at a club called Prism.
Well, the reason we didn't do a Saturday podcast was a couple of the boys had date night on Saturday.
His mother.
They don't realize that Saturday's off for the boys.
Exactly.
Fucked up. What can I say?
It's okay. We'll let it go. So we go to Prism. We know it's going to be tough. We've seen things there before. Not the greatest situation.
I'd never been there before, so this is the first. I
tried to set the mood right.
Chris's cherry. I like it.
I tried to set the mood right, and it couldn't have been any worse if we tried. We got there. We had a great time. We pre-gamed, because we are the pregame podcast.
Question. What's the other place that you go to that you do like?
Radius. Oh, Radius is tremendous.
It's a huge hall.
Okay.
Tremendous. Huge hall. Easy access to drinks anywhere there. Big bathrooms. Easy enough. Easy said.
And the other thing is big bathrooms, but they have more than one location for the bathroom.
Nice.
And it's not like you have to fight through 60 or 200 drunk people to get to the bathroom
who don't want to give up an inch
who don't want to move an inch, because if you move an inch,
you lose an inch.
You give it up.
If you use it, you lose it. If you move it, you lose it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So we get there way before Tiesto's supposed to come on. We lock into a spot
as we do.
Yeah, we're good like that. We lock into a spot. We don't want to be up front. We have no interest in being up front. We want a little spot for ourselves to dance. And we thought we had a pretty good spot. It was close enough to the bar. We can get to the bar. Close enough to both exits to get to the bathroom. Perfect. By 1 a.m., it's getting close to Tiesto, or maybe 12:30. Tiesto's about to come on. Or it was right before Tiesto came on.
12:30, 1 o'clock is right. Tiesto came on about 1:35, 1:40, so you're right in the ballpark there.
A gentleman in his 50s decided to start a fight with a guy it was a small guy, started pushing him into Joe. Joe, as you can tell from the podcast, doesn't take a lot of BS. Starts getting, heated with this dude. Chris jumps in. The lady, this guy was so drunk, he had no idea what he's doing. He's pushing this dude around because the guy was kind of getting in his space. And his girl was egging him on, being like, you going to let this guy get in your space? You going to let this guy get in your space? So the dude kind of like, because he's a smaller dude, was kind of pushing him around. And
nobody realized that also the guy that was getting pushed around was like a photographer for like the venue or something. He was taking pictures for either the people who were doing the concert or the venue, because he had a camera and he was going to different spots and taking pictures.
Yeah. And so I didn't realize it. Joe didn't realize it. And we're all kind of turning around and we're like, hey, dude, like, what the hell's going on here? We thought the camera dude was the guy who was causing the issues. So we started giving him some guff. And he's like, hey, like, and then we heard the two jackasses who were in their 50s causing all the problems. So we turned around. We said, all right, whatever, forget it. The dude starts to push Brian into me. And me and Brian both turn around like, what the hell? So we're like about to tussle with this guy. Like, what is your problem? His girl is screaming at us. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know us. And we're like, what is going on here?
How old was the lady?
She was in her 40s. He was in his 50s.
These people were older than me.
Damn, they old as fuck.
Yeah.
So Chris, again, being the adult of the room, I was ready to go. I was like, this guy is an idiot. I don't know why he's pushing people around.
Peter and Joe just wanted to kick this guy's face in.
And Chris like, hey, we're just going to let it go, turn around, let's just have a good time.
The headliner hadn't even come on yet. I'm not getting kicked out before the headliner.
Hey, I appreciate your calm head. You're cool-headed.
Guy's a thinker right here.
Yeah.
So then I turn around, and three dudes now like encompass me.
Oh, this is good.
And one dude is legitimately laying on my back pretty much. And another dude is like kind of pushing me. And I turn around, I'm like, yo, I have nowhere I can go. Like, this is literally wall-to-wall people. There's no movement. We're not even considering a washer break or going to get another drink. We're just stuck where we're at. We're fine. These dudes were like, and they're like, just enjoy it. And so I snapped. I'm like, I'm going to whoop your ass. Like, I'm ready to go. Chris is like, all right, we got to go. So we move. We're like, forget it. I literally was about to beat all three. I would have killed these three dudes.
Just enjoy it, Pat. Just enjoy me being on you.
Just enjoy it. So I'm like, all right. We go to the side. We're now back by the bar. Like we got pillars in front of us. Like, it's terrible. This is like, it's the size of Pat's basement pretty much.
Yeah,
so frustrated.
So very roomy and plenty of space.
Yeah.
Super, super frustrated. Super pissed off. And me and Chris are driving home, we're getting an Uber home that night, and we're just like, are we getting old, or is it just that bad?
No, that place easily oversold. Like, if you go in that venue, Pat, like, you'll see, like, they oversold this venue. It is poorly planned out. Like, you got like this big like floor area like this. Then you got tables on each side. Then like behind the tables on the left side is a walkway to get to the bathroom. And when Tiesto came on, there was like a little, like between the tables and the staircase leading up to the bathroom, there's a little cutout that you can get onto the dance floor again. You literally had to fight people just to get past them to go to the bathroom. You weren't trying to get to the stage. You're just like, hey, I'm trying to go up the stairs, use the washroom. And these people wouldn't budge. Like, they were there. And like, all you see is one guy in the VIP section yelling at these people, hey, you can't be standing there. Hey, you can't be standing there. Not doing it. And then he just turns around and gives up.
Sounds like
here's the other
events instead.
Well, and here's the other thing. I've never been in a music venue where people were not a little bit considerate it. Like, you couldn't like be like, hey, I'm not trying to steal your spot. I'm trying to move to the back, or I'm trying to go to the wall. I'm like, if I'm going forward, I can kind of get some of the like, hey, I don't want you trying to get ahead of me type of thing. But when I'm trying to go backwards and you're giving me shit, like, what are we doing here? Like, it was the most. It was literally miserable. Like, you couldn't dance at all. Like, and when you go to these things, you want to have a good time. You want to be able to move around. And I'll literally never do another concert at this venue.
There's no reason to ever go back there. I mean, the other thing that was crazy was me and Peter were standing there, and I think Joe and Brian were getting drinks, or they went to a washroom and they were coming back. Me and Peter were holding down like the spot for 4 people, and we barely had any room. And then all of a sudden, 5 people just literally come. There's like maybe an ass crack between me and the person in front of me, and they all just piled right in front of me there. I mean, it's practically like if you were sitting on my lap right now, Pat. That's how close they were.
I mean, and they didn't.
They didn't care.
There was no consideration. Chris, literally, I'm not even kidding you. The dude was ass to privates. That's how. Like, and he didn't care at all. at all.
Some girl was dancing on me. I had no idea who the hell she was. She didn't care. I'm like,
Chris
what?
liked it.
I did not like it.
She bled on me. She bled on me. I'm a tampon. What's that movie?
Hey, we're
Super bad.
Hey,
Nice.
we're blood brothers.
Yeah, we're Blood Brothers. That's a good call.
Yikes.
Terrible concert. I'm hoping tonight's gonna be a little better.
I hope it's just like,
Do you remember when we saw Job Party? I wish it was still Toby Keith's.
Honestly, I have no. John Party we saw at Joe's.
Yeah, it was Joe's back then.
Yeah.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it'll be a good time then.
And then they opened the door.
To Bub City.
To Bub City, yeah.
Show.
Oh, okay, great. We'll have a good time.
I'm hoping it's balls to ass deep and Pat's just right in there with Pepsi.
Oh, and you and me would just boom.
Me and Frank are gonna make a Pepsi sandwich tonight.
Oh.
Pepsi looks so excited.
That smile on his face says it all, baby.
Did you guys? Okay, so I don't know how much you guys are into it all. Ever watch it? Like they've done a couple documentaries on the Tupac Shakur murder.
I've not watched the documentaries.
I did not.
The recent ones. I know I'm familiar with roughly
Like the idea of how he got killed.
Yeah, it was like obviously like he beat up some guys from. I don't know which gang he's part of and which one he was going against, but Bloods or Crips, one of the two. He was part of one and didn't like the other one, and then they had like a confrontation with some guy in the hotel lobby, right? And then they think after the fact that those guys came back and followed him in the car and shot at the car.
What I think is Tupac acted like he was a gangster, and some real gangsters took exception to it, and they got the green light to take him out.
Oh, wow.
And this guy's name, this is how ridiculous this is.
Well, didn't this guy like admit to it kind of?
He wrote, so Dwayne Keith Davis wrote a book in 2019 talking about
how I didn't kill Tupac, but this is how I killed him.
If I did,
Yeah.
but I'm not saying I did. But
Yeah.
if I did,
how stupid.
Man, did
You gotten away with it. He's 60 years old. He's going to go to jail for life.
did he go to the O.J. Simpson School of How to Write a Book?
OJ's free, baby.
O.J. is
The
free.
juice is loose.
The juice is loose.
You know what's crazy? You know, he's
He's a podcaster.
I don't think he does
He does
podcasts.
podcasts, yeah.
What podcast does he do?
I think he's got his own.
I'll have to look. I know he does Twitter.
Or he's on.
Hello, Twitter
I think he's
world.
on like podcasts at least.
Hello,
I mean,
Twitter
he's on.
world. No,
Hello, Twitter world.
he might have. He's done podcasts, but I don't think he has his own.
Have you been on
know-
the Joe Rogan Experience?
No.
Well, that's not worth it then. If you can't get on the Joe Rogan Experience, you're just not worth it.
So we're not worth it.
No, we're clearly
Oh,
worth it.
come
'cause
on.
we can impose our will onto Joe to let us on.
I love when people talk about, like, all comedians talk about how many podcasts there are, and they're like, everybody with an Instagram has a podcast. And I always think, yeah, we probably don't need a podcast.
I was thinking about none of us have a personal Instagram except maybe Joe.
Joe, I think, does, yeah.
Yeah, but outside of that, none of us do.
I'm not on the gram.
No. I kind of sometimes wish you guys were so I could send you guys memes. There's a lot of good, funny memes on there, but it's okay.
You just screenshot
Fair.
them and send them to me.
I know it's a lot more effort than just the little arrow button to send to your buddies.
Those are my favorite. Was when Peter would every once in a while he'll screenshot something from Snapchat and send it to me. It's pretty funny.
Because we have the same sense of comedy.
Yes.
All right. So, but this idiot wrote a book about it, and they used that against him in court.
They do say anything you say can will be used against you.
You know, also, I'm sorry. You know the reason, like, so OJ actually got convicted in court, like for the civil suit. He lost.
The burden of proof is not.
He got a ton of money taken. What he had to pay? I don't know if he ever paid. Whatever.
He
whatever.
never paid a penny.
But oh yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. But you know,
Because it's
he
poor now.
saved his NFL pension. He makes a ton of money off his NFL pension, and none of that can go. That's untouchable.
I know the NFL had a pension.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you make it, you have to play 3 years. If you pay 3 years, you're vested in your.
Is it 3 full years?
Yeah,
games, or is
3 full seasons.
Is it 3 years worth of games, or just like 3 years?
No, 3 seasons. I think it's 3 seasons. And
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the rules, but that's why you hear a lot of these guys who hold out.
A lot of those rookie deals are like 4 years. So if you can make the team, you got a few chances, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like that's the thing. Like with the guys, like you'll hear about, like, oh, they'll come back week 8 or week 10 because then they'll get a year that counts towards the pension.
Yep.
Interesting.
Absolutely. Do you think their pension's a little bit more funded than Chicago's?
I hope so for their sake.
I think.
How crazy is it that the UFC is holding contests for students to help solve the Chicago pension crisis?
UFC
I love
or
that
the
idea.
University of Chicago?
UFC.
Okay. UFC. I'm not sure what they care about it, but
I'm sorry. UFC
is holding a contest.
Is holding a contest for students to come up, give ideas to how to.
So this Brandon Johnson's like, hey,
no.
This guys.
This is a professor there, and if they win, they're going to be able to go to the Chicago Finance Committee and kind of just give ideas.
Why
not? Why not get creative? Like it's like I think it's like $35 billion underfunded.
Nice.
What would be your idea, Peter?
Truly, my
Putting
idea.
you on the spot.
My idea was when the marijuana was legalized in the state of Chicago, all that tax goes directly to the pension fund until it's fully funded, and then it can be divided between, a portion to the pension fund to make sure that's funded, and whatever else they were thinking, like or 75% to the pension fund, and then or currently to get it caught up, and then the rest would be to like helping people who have with addiction stuff.
Does anybody know how much all the red light cameras and shit make a year?
It's quite a bit. It's quite a bit. Because
I would put all that to that.
I can see that.
I wouldn't pay any politician in the city of Chicago until the debt is equaled out.
I understand. I know where you're going with that, but
how much
you want the brightest, the best, and the brightest in your politics, or
you
your
don't
government.
have the best and the brightest in your politics.
If you'd even have worse if there was nobody getting paid.
So the aldermen make what, like $100,000 a year, right? I'm not sure what the mayor makes. So let's say there's 50 aldermen, 50 wards, right? So that's like $5 million a year.
I mean, they got to. You got to
for the aldermen people.
You figure out what their budget is on that, and then I figure
because a lot of these guys have other jobs, not all of them, but some
and they also get all of this other stuff. They have all these other gigs going on and everything like that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
But again, you're just not going to get anybody. Why would you run why would you be a politician then?
To serve and protect the people.
To pass your agenda. Yeah, you should get paid. You're here to serve. Yeah, you're here to serve.
You're never going to get. That's the reason they do pay some, and they pay decent is because they want.
I still think if you get some term limits, it would help things out a lot, anyways.
Yeah, but good luck getting that through with these people. Not going to lose their jobs. These cushy jobs.
I understand.
Yeah,
Nancy Pelosi can become a 100-time millionaire. It's insane.
Then maybe they should change the way they pay people. Instead of giving them a guaranteed amount, maybe you get paid based off of what good you do for the public.
Yeah, but
some incentive land indeed.
So that's a very subjective thing to measure.
Yeah,
but there's got to be something out there that you figure out because I can go and be a politician, and we pay these people a good amount to be a politician, but they're not doing anything for me.
So if they don't reduce the debt, they have to pay all their salaries back.
What about you, Chris? What do you think? Oh, you said that nobody gets paid until
no politician.
What's that? Like, can we just maybe we're not as smart as anybody who's going to U of C, but let's have a realistic. What is a realistic thought? Is there anything that they could do, minus raising taxes?
You're going to tax something. That's
you have to
pretty much it.
Yeah, you have to, or do you have to reduce funding somewhere and bring it over here?
You're taking away. You're robbing from Peter to give the ball.
I think to make an accurate, I'd have to see the budget to see how the money's actually allocated out.
Yeah. The other thing is you got to figure out who's investing it. Is there any way that these people who are investing it could be better?
True, but I think there's only so much investing you can do to kind of get $35 million back, right?
This casino's going in, right? It's going to get a lot of money. Like that could be something too. They should divert all that.
Didn't they talk about doing something with that, where a lot of that would go to the?
I maybe, but I don't know what it's actually happening.
What I like what Pritzker did is he took all that COVID money that they had, a lot of that leftover, and they put a big chunk down on the Illinois deficit, on the Illinois pension deficit.
Way to go, fat man!
Doing some good things in his life. This is a good turn way into that Dianne Feinstein. We've talked about her a few times. Who's literally was a zombie, and they kept her in 90 years old.
So she actually died like 6 months ago, and now they're finally just admitting it.
Yeah, possibly.
Probably.
But honestly,
what was the president that had? I think the one president, I think it was Woodrow Wilson or one of the guys. He had like a massive stroke, and like his wife would be like going to like sign all the stuff for him, and no one would see him. I think so. She was basically like running the presidency for a while.
Yeah. No, they legitimately, or she was 90 years old. 90 years old in the Senate, making some of the biggest decisions for the next.
Wasn't she
40.
a chair of something? It's like a big committee as well.
You got to have the brightest minds, Peter, in government.
Dude, this is almost like it's like you're chewing this now at this point. At the bottom here,
the bottom is thick.
It's very thick.
Yeah, that's why they tell you to invert it.
Yeah.
That's why I keep shaking it.
I know. I'm like, this is almost like a Smoothie King.
That's interesting.
I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, I just we need term limits and we need age limits too.
For sure. Absolutely.
People have to stand up for that stuff. We have to go to everybody now, or you only vote in people who are going to agree to term limits, and if they don't do it, they're out the next term.
Yeah, I think it's just hard to. It's hard to.
I mean, yeah, you can get like I feel like some places would do it, and other places just like the people that they put in, and they feel like the best chance they have of getting there.
I don't care how noble you are. At some point, when you're entrenched like that, you have some agenda that's not for the good of the better good overall. Like at some point, you have an agenda to get reelected, or you're getting some benefit from it in some capacity.
No, I get it. Well, that's about power corrupts all.
Yep.
Like Barack Obama probably had a ton. Like if you would have talked to him in the 60s and 70s when he's smoking marijuana and supposedly, having guys do some things for him.
60s?
I don't know. I was giving some things out there.
I was just asking.
He was, getting down and dirty in the 70s and the 80s, with some dudes supposedly. If you would have asked him what he would have done as president.
Fox News?
Yeah. Did you? I forget. Oh, the guy came. No, it was Tucker Carlson.
Yeah,
interviewed the dude.
Yeah. I mean, who knows if that's true or not.
I gotta imagine it probably wasn't. Most of whatever he said probably wasn't. But also who gives a crap? Like he was in colleges experimenting things. I don't know. It had
to be the 80s because he was born in 61.
Would that if you found out that Barack Obama didn't mind to get a BJ from a dude, would that change anything for you?
No, I still blame Obama for everything, man.
Yeah, I would still blame him for $12 Coors Lights.
Hell yeah. But now I forgot where I was going with that. Thanks, guys.
Happy to distract you.
I forgot.
Oh, that was bad at the end.
Yeah, this is tough. It's a little thicker at the bottom here. Wait, where the hell was I going with that? Oh, I'm sorry. Don't you think if you talk to an Obama who's in 1980, ask him what he would have done as president, and then he comes in, and then now he's got, they say, hey.
I mean, I think it's very
you
easy.
kind of toe the line. You're going to walk out of here you're going to be worth 40 to 100 million.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really easy to, like, when you're running for president, to be like, I'm going to change everything, and then you get in there and you're like, oh, shit, much harder than I thought it was.
I also think it's easy. I think it's also easy to say, like, hey, you're going to do all these things now, and then when you get in there, you kind of realize that
you're not the king.
I think what's disappointing about Obama was that he did have the House and Senate for a while.
And then get
he didn't get as much as people thought he would have.
Do we know because we got till midnight tonight till they shut down, right?
Probably.
They're going to shut down.
I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't mind. I'm shorting the market right now, and if the market shit the bed for the next couple weeks, I'd be okay.
Peter would be pretty happy.
Nice.
I know. If I'm happy, you're happy.
Are you ever bullish on the market, Peter? You always seem to be the guy that's like waiting for it to go down.
I've always been pessimistic on the market.
It seems that way.
We're on a 13-year run.
It's just gonna.
It's gotta go, Pat.
It's just gonna keep going, baby.
It's been hitting red the whole entire time. It's gotta go black once, Pat.
It's gotta turn, guys. It's gotta turn.
You guys. I'm sorry. Do you guys remember? No, you guys weren't at. Last year on our ski trip, we went to the casino and we did the concert. We had a great time, and at the end there, we're all gonna do one roll on the roulette. And Joe takes. Joe takes $100. He likes to go all in on one. Takes $100. No, maybe it was $100. Threw it in, and he was going to put it on black. And it had been black 4 times. Like, Joe, no, you got to go red. Look at how many times it's been black. Dude doubled his money. Tits McGee.
That's why Peter McGraw doesn't gamble.
What's up?
That's why Peter McGraw doesn't gamble.
Why do you mean? Why not?
You said it was black, or did you put him on red? You put it on red.
I told him to switch it. It was 4 times I was on black. I'm like, you got to go to the red. You have to go red on this one.
Okay, I would have gone 00.
That's a good call.
That's not a bad one. It looks like they're gonna have a 45-day stopgap fund.
You son of a bucket! That's gonna hurt me, mother.
Thanks, Obama.
Again,
Obama again.
Damn it!
10 years later, still fucking us. Obama.
Super Obama just came in and was like,
have they voted on it, or are they gonna?
The House has voted on it and passed. And the Senate is getting it now.
Cool, terrific, just terrific.
Son of a bucket. Come on, Republicans, hold the line.
It's like Microsoft went down 3 points, breaking cans in the
Hold the line. All right. Let's see here. I should show you guys this video. Let's start with, and I'll pull up the video. Did you guys see the stuff in New York with the rains? They've gotten rain.
No,
8 inches of rain or something like that in like a small span of time. Yeah.
You didn't take a second to kind of look up some pictures for us? Help us out here, Chris.
I did not. I looked up a couple other things.
The sea lion story is a little over exaggerated. Sounds like.
What's that? Can you tell us that story?
The New York City Zoo flooded, and a sea lion, because the water levels rose temporarily over, the sea lion was able to escape his habitat and kind of just flow around for a little bit. But then he's like, "Nah, there's no food over here," and he went back to the thing where they feed him and stuff.
Yeah, it's insane. Here, Chris, take a little gander at what's going on in New York right nowadays.
My question was they're usually in salt water, and then he went to fresh water. That wasn't an issue or not. But he doesn't really live in the water, so it's not a big deal.
It's not that bad. They can live with it.
Dude, they got like the subway was pretty much shut down. All those videos of the subway it's funny. Like you go down into the subway, you think you're gonna be okay, and one lady's like she's brushing off her umbrella, comes down into the subway and just pops it back open because the subway is legitimately just raining all over them.
Why would they think
Wow.
Why would they think the subway's gonna be okay?
It would be dry. You're covered.
They're not thinking that. They're not.
The water's overflowing from what's going
No,
on.
But you don't think it's gonna be raining on you?
What they're thinking is it's not like pooling up like you're thinking. They're thinking they go down into it and they're not going to get rained on.
Yeah, rained on.
Yeah,
She got rained on.
Yeah, I mean the drains all run through like the thing above it. Yeah, but
Yeah, okay. I get the subway. It's gonna be a little wet.
I'm saying between like the subway and the street, there's the drains for the city there. So
Yeah. Thanks, Pat.
sorry, just
Engineer Pat. Oh, you know
This is why we need the boobs so we can boo people.
Yeah, Pat would be. Oh my God, the boo is a good call. I think that would be great to boo Pat every time he just starts talking.
Thanks, Patsy.
we can just I can just leave of absence makes you guys happy.
I mean, you want
I mean, our one fan over there booed you.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to go hang out with Garfield, call this the Chris McGraw, Peter McGraw slideshow. Remember the time we did a Zoom because everybody had COVID?
Yep.
Yep.
That was a good one. And we had to do Zoom, so me and Chris both had like our heads, and then we had like the stick, like the computerized bodies. I so wish I could have gotten the video. I didn't know how to get the video off the Zoom. Also, I swear to God, I think we had to create a Zoom because they were trying to do a Zoom call. Oh no, it was a Zoom for Mr. Ritchie was dying at the time, and we kept kicking off his live feed while me and Chris were trying to do. People wanted to come and watch him just laying in bed. And we kept kicking him off to do a Zoom call.
Well, you know, he died way after that.
No. It was in January, and he was in the hospital.
Okay.
And they were watching him, like people were like at church with the Mona Lisa and like had him up
And
there.
then it pops to this and be fine.
And the Zoom call has ended. Wait, what?
Yes, and they're like, try that again. And then they kick us off, and we come back in. Somebody called me. Can you stop kick Joe Ritchie's live feed off? Oh my God, I forgot. I don't know if I've ever told that story.
I don't think so.
That's a good one. Yeah, New York, kind of crazy. But listen, if you don't think we're having if we're not causing some of these issues, like that flood is just, it was 2 days of enough water to literally shut down New York.
So I've often thought about like global warming. Like the issue, like it's like, you know, like if I have like a more fuel efficient car, or if I have a hybrid car, or I recycle more than I am, like I'm not sure how much impact like an individual like that is doing. Like when like massive factories in like China and places are just heaping pollution out, right? So that's always like the tricky thing is like you got to make systematic changes in those bigger producers of it. I mean, every little bit helps with obviously like when you're doing stuff, but like if you really want to make big impacts, it's got to be stuff like that.
Yeah, but and I get maybe you just not individually, but if the governments came out and said, hey, we're going to try to start, like Chicago wants to get rid of natural gas ovens.
California did that.
Yeah.
A couple of states actually
listen,
did.
I don't know the science on it. I'm not saying this is right or wrong, but let's say that is a correct move, and we all start to push away from natural gas.
But what about
ovens.
propane and propane accessories?
But
Oh, Hank's going to be pissed.
if it's not good, like listen, if we figure that if science proves that it's not good for the environment, and we take this off, and this takes a huge step of pulling out gases from the atmosphere that don't like carbon dioxide, all that shenanigans, and it does good for the environment, like having better air to breathe and having cleaner water. Like I think we can all agree on that. That's not the worst option.
Yeah, but electric stoves.
No, true.
Electric stoves not necessarily call it more, but is that going to put a strain on the electric grid then? Like all these things they keep talking about electric. Like is the grid built to sustain this level of stuff?
Probably not.
No, and I
You might
agree.
see more blackouts and more things like
But
that.
that's why I don't think you say tomorrow, hey, we're taking all your gas stoves and we're throwing them out.
California
That's why we
did
do it over. We're doing it over.
I think California did it by like what 2025 something like that.
No, California did. Maybe they're trying to get rid of everybody.
I don't think any new construction you could put any gas in it.
In California, it's the new construction.
So again, it's over time that and then as more of this comes online, you see that the grid is pushed. Now you got a little extra effort into the grid.
I mean, there was some places have electric stoves already. Like my parents have one in their house. They've always had one.
I'm not saying it's the right answer. I'm just saying
it's
that could that help?
You're saying it's the right answer, and it's a bad answer.
You know, electric cars become more popular. Now we're pulling. Now you don't have to make this individual decision until a certain time, and as that comes, now everybody's gas cars are coming out. That's coming out of the atmosphere. But could we do it quicker? That's the thing that I think and scientists are saying.
That's a bad answer.
I think the interesting thing is the long-term sustainability like of these batteries and if they can be continued to sustain that for a long period of time.
You know what? I think AI is just going to take us all out, and we don't have to worry about this at some point.
Yeah, true.
I mean, we'll all be long dead before there's a real energy problem.
True. If Frank was here,
Frank would be on all.
I think we got to have a talk with Frank. He's getting a little crazy. Oh, you guys don't see Instagram. He's
Yeah.
he's a little bit of a political nut job these days. Got to talk to him.
Nice.
I'm sure that'll go really well.
Why not? We could have a conversation. You know what I like about Frank? You can have conversations with Frank without getting. There's nobody's butt's gonna get hurt.
Except when you're in the car and you're talking about that one guy in.
No, we talked about Brandon Johnson, didn't we?
No, it was the one time we were going to Monabe Gabe or
What does he
whatever.
care about Brandon Johnson? He's
And
like,
you
in the
and
city.
Frank were talking about the guy who likes to order pizzas into his condo in like Czechoslovakia and was trying to get arrested and whatnot. I can't think of his name.
Oh, Andrew Tate.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
And
Yes.
you guys ruined my Uber rating because of that.
That's a good call, Chris. That's a good call. I forgot about that.
Damn, Chris,
getting real hot.
Chris' Uber rating really takes a hit all the time.
Yeah, it just you guys always ruin it.
Yeah, I mean, unlike some people who don't get Ubers.
Hey, no one's
Yeah,
no one's
I wonder why Pat's is still
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
No one's through. Mine's not
Like
five.
Pat won't get an Airbnb with the boys because he's a little nervous about his Airbnb rating.
No one's ever asked me to get an Airbnb.
Oh, don't you lie to me, you son of a bitch.
Pat doesn't. If you're ever out with Pat, just don't ask him to do anything. He's
All
not
right,
gonna
here,
do it.
take a quick look at.
Hey, I always send Venmos out to people.
True.
Here's this video of this bear.
Peter gets your Venmo all the time for my rides.
I know.
Watch that bear eat that lady. What is it? It's got to be like staged, right? Why is somebody recording
Are
this?
these those China bears?
No, these are. Oh, they're trying. That's good.
I think it's a Coke ad.
Is that-
I think it's a Coca-Cola ad. This Coke can is placed very prominently.
Are you saying that?
Okay.
Are you saying the
this is
dictator
scary
of
as
China
shit.
looks like Winnie the Pooh?
All right, we can probably turn that off now, but. Oh, jeez, Chris.
Spanish
You trying to get us
not so
killed?
Mi español is no muy bueno.
Okay. Is that kind of.
I mean, it looks like
Almost staged?
I understand it's still a big bear, but it looks relatively to be a young bear overall. Like
It did look like a young bear. I don't know if you're taught to like, hey, just let it do what it wants. Don't move.
I don't know.
Don't make any sudden movements, and it'll just go away.
I'd have been.
Or if it's like, because like in my head, like you're slowly moving away. Like you're not
Oh,
sitting
yeah.
there. You're not covering the kid's
Well, yeah,
face.
why
you're
the-
slowly-
why are you
if
s- why is the kid
if
staying
that thing
there?
is distracted eating, like I'm gonna be like, nope.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean,
Here's the other
but
thing.
the other thing
Who's
is, like,
recording?
Yeah.
What are you waiting for? Them to get mauled?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. We're on the kind of the same page on that. I thought this was asinine.
Yeah, I didn't really think about who the hell's recording it. Like,
Why are you recording this?
why are you recording and
you're
not
very
getting
close to
help
that
or
bear.
doing
I
good?
mean, you're clearly very close to that bear, so I don't. It seemed weird.
So yeah, obviously they either like that. It's either like one of those things where you go and you sit down and the bear's kind of trained and like it won't attack people and
Yeah, I don't know about that. You ain't training a wild animal that much.
Well, no, you can't.
no,
you
I'm
can't
saying you can't. I'm
personally.
saying like at some point that bear's gonna snap and eat one of those people.
no.
Oh, yeah.
and that's
If you do that enough times, then that's like a.
The thing is, he was small enough, like Chris is saying, he was small enough where he had the easy food, so he's not going to go after the hard
Yeah.
food.
exactly.
I mean, how many times you see like lion tamers get like attacked? I saw a video the other day of like, oh, never attacked before. Yeah, but it's still a fucking lion.
Yeah. Well,
No,
the
you get
guys
that.
from Vegas,
Yeah.
Roy and whatever, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that, but I mean, like in that one,
I agree that it seems a little fake, but I'm saying if they keep trying to do that fake thing, that's gonna bite them in the ass one day.
I just couldn't imagine that. I'm like, and it was a big deal. It was a huge deal that people were like, they're watching this mom.
I mean, I would only do that.
One article said this brave mother shielding her child from the bear. Here's a great idea, mom. Get up, get the kid out of the way, and you push the kid away, and you block it.
I mean, I know they tell you to protrude yourself
Yes.
as big as possible, but let's be realistic. Like, I don't know how well that works. I don't want to be testing that out.
No,
I saw-
Bro, here's the thing: black bears, you act tough. Grizzlies, you get down and go in the fetal position because they don't like to eat. They don't like to eat roadkill.
Yeah.
that what is it? I saw
I
like
just hope I'm never in an area where the grizzly bears are prominent.
I saw a video of a guy on his bike, like he was biking in the woods, and he was getting chased by a grizzly bear. And like he got to a point like on the trail where like there was a log, and he couldn't get over it with his bike, and he just had to ditch his bike and run into the woods. And that bear was like right on him. Like he saw the bike, he hid behind a tree. Like there's not much you could do. You're not going to outrun the bear. You're not going to climb up something that it can't get to you. He hid behind a tree, and the bear just gave up.
I mean, bears are great. Bears are great climbers.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
And
that's
they have a great
But
sense
they
of
do
smell,
say
too.
they do say like the bigger bears won't climb,
Yeah.
so you might as well just try to go
it.
up
I mean, you're better off.
Oh, that's interesting.
because that's why the cubs go up.
all I know is I saw.
But you got to get all the way up because the big bears are not going to go that way
All I
up.
know is
But all the cubs go up.
Katrina's dad's got a grizzly bear skin in his house, and I looked at the size of that thing. I'm like, I cannot imagine that thing coming anywhere near me and not just being like shitting your pants.
Oh yeah.
It is a massive thing.
Well, here's the thing.
Oh, sweet Jesus, it's over.
You got, but anytime like I was thinking like as soon as Brian got like this, this is not correlated. It's a little bit correlated, but maybe not. As soon as Brian got pushed and that dude got close to Brian, I literally swung Brian on the side.
Peter, baby bear. I'm like,
I was like, I'm gonna.
You're too pretty. Get over here, baby bear.
And Brian's a man. He can take care of himself. But me personally, I was ready to go. And that might be a little bit of
a
booze.
little cup ass behind me, baby.
I'll protect the face that runs.
Peter was the mama instead of holding baby's face.
And I'm not. Listen, I'm not acting like a badass, but that just. I remember thinking like, okay, in a situation, if you got like, me and Chris are both more. We're gonna take the situation on. Then we're more or fleeing. Like it's a flight or flight. We're more fight than flight. And sometimes I wish I was more flight.
Yeah, no, listen, there's no way I'm fighting a grizzly bear. As much as I'd like to think not a fucking chance.
Yeah, but I think you would be okay in the situation.
It might be it's your brother, Chris. You got a lot of hair in the chin. There might be
they might be like, oh, Grizzly Adams is back. Let's take a piece of this.
Let me get a little of that ass.
Exactly.
They would see me and be like, damn, that's all bones. I can't eat that. Oh,
that's roadkill already. We don't need that, boys.
That's if we need to pick our bone or pick our teeth.
Yeah.
Time's a little tough. We got to make do.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was freaking asinine. Like that just looked silly to me.
Where was this supposed to be? It was somewhere in South America.
It's got to be right. Yeah.
I'm not sure what kind of.
I don't know if you've seen.
Here's
the other thing.
There,
every week there's an article of some animal beating the shit out of or tourists causing animals to die because these idiots want pictures with these. There was and I forget what state it is, but there's wild horses in one of these states, and these tourists got so close to this baby horse, baby wild stallion, that it scared it enough to run off a cliff, and it died.
Oh, the horse?
Yeah, the horse.
Oh, that sucks.
I saw something that was like some, it was in Yellowstone or something like that. Like these people were like, they're like, don't go near this, don't touch this thing, and they touched it, and they had to like put the animal down because it got.
Oh, that was like the buffalo, the baby bison or so. Yeah,
because the mom wouldn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
But I actually did see that story. I think the guy was trying, I don't know. It's a whole story.
He pled guilty to whatever they charged him with. Which is probably like a fine and like don't do that again.
Do you know? I saw one in Canada. This baby moose was getting attacked by a grizzly and somehow ran up to this guy's car. The dude opened the door and the baby moose jumped into the car and he actually got arrested.
I saw a couple moose
because you're not supposed to interfere.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
you're not supposed. And you can't transport wild animals.
What a great!
Isn't that insane?
I saw
Canada's freaking weird.
Those mooses are ungodly. You don't realize how big a moose is until
they say if you're up in like Canada or moose country, they say not to worry about the bears. It's the moose because they are aggressive as hell.
Parents have had moose in their backyard and they are like incredibly aggressive and they have those giant antlers and they're like twice the size of a horse. They're like
they are huge.
Mark Norman went to for his. It's crazy. Mark Norman for his honeymoon, just like John, went to Africa, and he said they didn't care anything about the wild cats, the elephants.
Yeah, the elephants.
The elephants are the worst.
Well, that and then if
you come smart,
if you come across a rhino, you gotta be careful because
isn't it hippos are the worst? Like
yes.
Well, hippos are very
territorial.
Hippos are very territorial. So if you get close to the water, you gotta wear. But like rhinos are really bad if you get really close to them because they can barely see. They're blind as hell. And they're just gonna swing at everything. Yeah, they don't know what the hell it is.
Yeah, the cats are more nocturnal. Cats are predators. They go for things smaller. Obviously.
Let me get a little bit of that tittle bitties.
All right, we're gonna just choose three at random.
Whatever it goes.
What was that?
That was the music for you since you're not playing it yourself.
I'm not playing as myself.
The music, you're not giving yourself your own intro.
I don't have that music on here.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a bummer. Peter can insert that.
Cut this part of the audio out.
I could. I got to get that back. I feel bad. This is week 4. We're not there. We got to do the Survivor pool. And I'm trying to get Lock of the Century from Joe.
All right. The first
Last week, Joe's Lock of the Century was Buffalo. Sorry, Chris, to cut you off. And he won.
Yeah.
Killed it. Like my bet on Michigan to hit the 40 over. Go ahead, Chris.
All right. The first one we have is the Bears versus the Broncos. The Broncos are 1-8 against the spread as favorites since the start of last season, and 1-9 against spread in their past 10 games in their past 10 road games in that role.
But they're against the Bears still.
I like it. I'm going to put money on the Bears now, Chris.
To cover or to win?
They are 3.5 underdogs, so you would just need them to cover 3.5.
I'm going to take the Bears to cover.
The Broncos lost by 50 points last week, and the Bears are still 3.5
because they can still move. They have an offense.
Wow. Crazy.
They are. It is crazy.
That is bad. We are so bad.
You know what's crazy? My mic smells like the cigar we did 3 weeks ago.
Nice.
It's a gift that keeps on giving.
All right, here. Let's see what I can find here. Okay, here you go, Pierre. This one's a good one for you. The Rams road games are 7-1-1 to the under since the start of last season.
Okay. So
The
take the
over-under is 46. The spread in that's even. They don't know who to choose in that game.
Who is it? The Rams and who?
The Rams and the Indianapolis Colts.
Okay.
I thought the Rams would be a little favorite on that one. Rams are home. Rams.
I would think the Rams would be
Rams are
favored
away.
too. I think I have the Rams too high then.
Well,
Well, they have the rookie quarterback playing again this week, so and he's looked okay.
is he back?
Have they?
Yeah, he's coming back. He looks like a little bit
my
like
God.
a Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Chris.
The problem is he's probably gonna take too much of a beating with.
I don't like that one. We're not going to bet the fact that the what's their face are 3-0 as home underdogs. The Panthers, not a chance.
Oh, no
Who's
way.
starting for them this week? The
I think the rookie's back.
Redheaded Rocket or the Young's back? Okay.
Here we go, Peter. This is a double for you. The Raiders at the Chargers. The Chargers are 5.5-point favorites, and the over-under is 49. The Raiders have covered 5 of their past 6 division games. The past 4 division games have gone under the total.
How old is your Tickle Bitty? Because I have a little breaking news on that one.
Oh, breaking
And
news.
wait, it's 49ers versus the Raiders?
No, it's
it's
the Chargers.
Raiders versus Chargers.
Okay, I can see that. Go ahead.
Breaking news.
Go ahead,
Jimmy
Patrick.
Garoppolo is out tomorrow.
Oh, shit. What happened?
Yeah, he did
Is
not
he
clear the concussion protocol.
Oh, I didn't even know he got a concussion last week.
It was post game.
All right, so Chris is going to tell you to go against that Tickle Bitty and do the opposite.
Nice.
So
nice.
Chris is taking the Chargers to cover the 5.5
And to go over 49.
and to go over 49 points.
Okay. So there's a few things for feel-good stories I got for us. These I probably should have brought a couple of these up earlier, but I did see an article on Yahoo that like some things that you wouldn't believe how old they are, and I'm gonna write more of these down for next week. But one I did see is from the one of the Ming dynasties. It was in China. They have a passport from 2,000 years ago.
A passport.
Yeah, and it said this person is good for travel, and should be given horses, lodging, and food.
Oh wow, that's
Is that kind of crazy? Like the world, how different we are we're still very similar.
They could translate that even.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think the Chinese language is very.
It hasn't changed that much.
Yeah, I could be wrong on that.
That's kind of cool.
That's us.
Is that just like traveling through their country?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't think they understood how big the world was at that
It
point.
took
Yeah.
you probably years to cross fucking China back then.
Oh,
Well,
that's
no,
true.
I get it. Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of
Just
interesting.
getting from just getting across China is a huge.
Because I mean, like,
And
yeah,
I'm sure because it was, everybody was fighting everybody. Like you had to make sure that you were safe when you were traveling.
well, the way I was looking at it is it's just like what I mean. Outside of being in your own country, what good is a passport? Because once you get to if you can make it out of China and you get into India or
Mongolia.
a bunch of those other countries over there, the Kazakhstan, all the ones that end in
Mother
Stan,
Russia.
and Russia. I mean, what's stopping somebody? You show them this document, they're just gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna kill you.
I guess it'd be interesting to see how I'm not a Ming dynasty expert. It'd be interesting to see how big their dynasty really was. How far?
How far
Yeah.
it reached?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
This is crazy. Balcony tickets to the night of Abraham Lincoln's assassination smash auction estimates. Only one other known to survive.
Wait, an actual ticket from the
Yes.
stub? Okay.
StubHub or the stub ticket.
yeah, got it.
They got a little cut corner from where they,
Yep, got it.
Dude, it's insane that they still have that.
That is pretty crazy that it hasn't disintegrated.
1860s, right? Probably he died, right?
Yeah, 1865, something like that.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's pretty
Um,
crazy. I wonder how they authenticate that.
That's a good question.
I'm sure probably some of the paper,
Yeah,
the stuff they use for
a
paper.
crazy
Yeah.
thing that would. I mean, I guess if you're gonna keep something from that night, that would probably be interesting to keep. Hey, maybe I'll keep this.
Nice.
Piece of history.
World's first drug to regrow teeth enters clinical trial.
To regrow teeth, huh?
Think about the industry right now that has all the fake teeth, the fucking veneers.
They're probably
about to
shitting
go
a brick.
about to go out of business.
I didn't realize that growing teeth back was that big of an industry.
Oh, dude.
Veneers
And
are a
the-
huge thing.
Yeah. Well, also just in the world, we have great hygiene.
Yeah,
We're very
yeah.
blessed,
Yeah, all my
That's not everywhere.
All my relatives from Ireland have shit teeth, and I think about it. Yeah.
dude. You watch any I'm sorry, but any podcast from England, their tea. I don't know if it's. I think tea stains worse than coffee at this point.
Dave has Dave Collison. Now that I think about it, has got a car's worth of expense in his.
Rich Voss was on Are You Garbage podcast. Guess how much he spent on his teeth?
22,000.
$75,000.
I think Dave's was 25. I think he paid for his.
Eating yogurt can get rid of.
My
eating
mom
yogurt.
has false. My mom has false teeth.
Uh,
one side of her teeth are false.
I don't know if this is the world. Does she want the world to know that?
She knows that.
Okay.
You stick them out. It was freaky.
Oh God, that's scary. Eating yogurt can get rid of your garlic breath. I'm gonna have to give Lauren some more yogurt.
Nice.
This is kind of cool. Discovery electric blue.
Is it any kind of yogurt or just yogurt in general?
Just says yogurt in general. We don't ask questions, Pat.
Just curiosity.
Dad honors career by
Great,
recreating adorable photo with son who is now a pilot at the same airline. Oh, that's cool.
Nice. Which airline?
Spirit.
Going back to, he's the one who had to tell the lady
JetBlue.
who was naked to get off the Southwest.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So it's
okay.
the Fry the Friendly Skies or something.
Yeah.
It's the way to really
Peanut
fight.
and food allergies may be reversible with compound produce by healthy gut bacteria.
You'll have to explain that to us on a later date.
Yeah, compound produced
I think
or
it's produced,
produced.
not
Oh, I'm
produced.
sorry. Jeez. Peanut and food allergy may be
Produce.
reversed with
It's been a long
compound
day, ladies and gentlemen, for Peter.
compound produced by healthy gut bacteria.
No,
So
nice.
they're saying the kids maybe don't have a good health,
Yeah,
like a
so,
good
So you alter their duct and
Their gut
yes,
bio.
good gut bio, and it
yeah.
might help.
That'd be interesting because it seems like a lot of kids are getting those allergies nowadays.
This is we'll end on this cool note. Missing toddler found sleeping in the woods with dog as pillow after walking 3 miles barefoot.
3 miles?
Good Lord.
What a
It's
champion.
good the kid's good. Oh, those parents are gonna be some deep shit though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw in Florida these idiots with these guns left his gun out on the couch. His daughter comes up and was like, "No, I got a gun." Shoots herself in the leg.
Oh.
Dude, legitimately, I think it's gonna go to wait for child endangerment for 10
But
years.
thankfully,
Holy
it could've been
shit.
worse.
She's
She
fine
killed
now.
somebody or she could have hurt herself.
Yeah, could have. Oh yeah,
Could've been a lot worse.
yeah.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, and how hard is it to just put the gun away and safely?
How about
I mean,
not- how about not have
I'm
fucking
all
guns?
about gun
Leave it on
rights,
the- leave
but
it on
just
the couch.
safe. If smart people should have guns.
Maybe
That's
not having guns around your kids. Yeah, that might be good.
that might, yeah, or just having them safely. Like,
Or-
but
yeah.
no one's. That's just stupidity.
Just proves you need to have a license not only to have a gun, but to have a kid.
Amen,
Well,
Christopher.
if they
I
got-
wish I had not. I would have said we need done on that because that's truly probably the smartest thing you've ever said. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you again here for joining us on a beautiful Saturday
Do a
night.
Survivor pick yet?
Oh yeah. Well, who are you going with, Pat?
Can I see the schedules? You know what? Give me the Chargers. I'm taking the Chargers.
Oh, the Chargers
I think I'm going to take
Don't
Philly.
screw me, Herbert. Don't screw me, baby.
and the Philly.
Philly. And then the Joe C. Lock of the Week we'll have on Twitter. So check it out.
Twitter.
Always make sure to check out Twitter Sunday mornings for our picks and the Chris's Tittle Bitties so you can make some money. Because listen, I'm up this year so far because Chris is killing it for us. Joe's doing a good job. So yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us here on a beautiful Saturday night. We're going to go enjoy some music. Live music is the best. Do us a favor, hit that like, subscribe, throw a comment down, get us in the algorithm. What else can they do, Chris?
Ring the bell.
Or if you got some issues, email our buddy here, Pat,
Yeah, he loves to talk to you.
at the snppodcast@gmail.com. As we always say, Billy, our boy said, there's no party like a pregame party, but do it safely and smart. And BioSteel, Liquid IV, 2 ibuprofen. Your Sunday won't be so bad.
Okay, bye.
Bye.